The nature of true integrity, a story of virtue and honesty. In a small village, there was a man named Dhruv who was known for his honesty, simplicity, and unwavering integrity. He was respected by all who knew him, not for his wealth or status, but for his pure heart and the way he carried himself with virtue. Dhruv lived a simple life, tending to his fields, helping his neighbors, and always speaking his mind honestly. One day, the village elders called a meeting to discuss who should take on a prestigious position in the village, the office of the village head. This position, though honorable, also came with a great deal of responsibility and the temptation of power. The elders were looking for someone who would lead with wisdom, fairness, and integrity. As the elders debated, a wise old man named Vishwanath spoke up. "I know a man among us who might be fit for this position, but he is not someone who would ever seek such an office. His name is Dhruv." The elders looked at each other, surprised. "Why would Dhruv, a humble farmer, not want to lead the village?" one of them asked. Vishwanath smiled gently and began to explain, "Dhruv's hands are clean. By this, I mean that he has never been involved in corruption or dishonesty. He does not crave power or material gain. In fact, a man like him, who desires nothing, would not care about the title of an office or any decorations of status. He has no need for them, for his contentment lies in simple things, a peaceful life, honest work, and helping others. Such a man does not seek office because he knows the burden that comes with it, and he is content with what he has." One of the elders, a young and ambitious man named Raghav, questioned, "But is it not the duty of someone of wisdom to take up the mantle of leadership?" Vishwanath nodded and said, "Yes, but wisdom comes not from seeking power, but from knowing when not to take it. Dhruv is educated not only in the ways of the world but in the ways of the heart. He knows that the truly wise do not seek office for the sake of power, they serve only when duty calls. He is not like those who hunger for titles or material gains. He knows the true value of freedom from desire." Vishwanath paused for a moment before continuing, "Moreover, Dhruv is fully educated. His education is not limited to books or formal knowledge, but extends to life itself. He speaks plainly and directly, without deceit or manipulation. It is only the half-educated who feel the need to dress their words in cleverness or pretense. Dhruv, being fully wise, speaks from the heart, and thus his words are always sincere and simple. When you speak plainly, you are not a deceiver, for there is no hidden agenda behind your words." As the elders listened, they began to understand the wisdom in Vishwanath's words. The meeting ended without a decision, but the conversation left a deep impression on the village leaders. They began to realize that true leadership and virtue did not lie in titles or outward displays of power but in integrity, simplicity, and honesty. Dhruv, who had always lived a humble life, continued his work in the fields, helping his fellow villagers without the desire for recognition. The elders, inspired by his example, took on the responsibility of leadership with greater care, realizing that true leaders do not seek office for glory, but serve when called upon, and their actions must always be guided by integrity. Moral of the story: true virtue is not in seeking office or power but in having a clean heart and hands. A person who desires nothing does not crave worldly decorations, someone who speaks plainly cannot be a deceiver, and a fully educated person speaks with honesty and simplicity. Integrity, simplicity, and truth are the marks of true wisdom and leadership. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.